My kids love their toys.
Ice cream.
There's the ice cream. Where's the ice cream?
And most of the time, I love that they love their toys, especially when I'm working from home. But here's some bad news. Toy departments across the country may have some empty shelves this fall. And the toys that we will be able to buy, they're about to get more expensive. In some cases, we're talking double-digit increases. Yeah, you've heard a lot about inflation, which was already prompting toy companies to raise their prices. But you may not have heard about a small coronavirus outbreak a few months ago over in China that might be pushing those toy prices even higher. That one outbreak has caused ripple effects across the entire $95 billion toy industry. It feels way too early to think about the holidays, but seriously, should we all be stockpiling toys now to fill those stockings? As a reporter for the Wall Street Journal, who obviously has some skin in the game here, I decided to dig into the data to find out what happened and how it's going to affect all of us toy consumers. Here in the US, 3 billion toys are sold every single year. And according to the Toy Association, approximately 85% of those toys are produced over in China. Some in the industry even joke that China is the new North Pole. And while there are factories all over China, Guangdong province in southern China is considered the toy capital of the world. Since ocean freight is much cheaper than air, most of those toys travel stateside by boat, not plane. But just like an entire highway gets jammed when one car breaks down, shipping lanes get backed up when something goes wrong at a port. And that's what happened back in May, when some dock workers and others at the Yantian port in Guangdong province tested positive for COVID-19. Yantian is not as well known as other major ports, but it's so big that it moved 50% more cargo than the port of LA last year, which is the busiest port in America. Even though there were just over a dozen coronavirus cases, Chinese authorities came down hard and shut down parts of the province. Operations at the port fell to 30% capacity, and hundreds of thousands of containers piled up on the docks with ships unable to pick them up, as you can see in this satellite image. Because goods simply weren't moving, some factories even shut down. It took nearly a month for the port to resume full operations, but the impact is far from over. The backup has affected all kinds of companies, and another coronavirus cluster up near Shanghai is having a similar effect on another huge port. But for toy companies, the outbreak at Yantian has been particularly painful. That's because toys are shipped out of China in the summer in order to hit US shelves in time for the holidays. With so many businesses desperate to move product, shipping prices, which were already high, soared to new records. A 40-foot container that cost about $7,000 to ship in mid-May rose to $9,000 by mid-June, and prices continued to climb from there. With container space tight, some toy makers even engaged in bidding wars just to move their product. That especially hurts small businesses, which don't have the big shipping contracts or clout that, say, a Walmart or a Target does. One business owner told me he just paid more than $24,000 to get product off the docks at Yantian, stuff that was supposed to ship a month ago. Even major toy makers, which have the ability to make products in different countries and use various shipping lanes, have been talking about how crazy ocean freight costs are in their earnings calls. Experts I talked to don't expect the shipping issues or costs to get ironed out before the end of the year, and that means toy companies are probably going to have to pick and choose what gets shipped. That ultimately means fewer toy options for the holidays and higher prices for the toys that do make it onto shelves. Toy giants like Hasbro and Mattel were already planning price hikes due to the rising cost of raw material and labor. And analysts I talked to say that these shipping backlogs are likely to push those hikes even higher. And what about smaller companies? Some say they simply won't be able to survive if they don't increase their prices. And unfortunately, analysts say that once toy prices go up, it's very unlikely they'll ever come back down. So, if toy prices are going up, should we all go stockpile toys right now? Well, not if you want that shiny new stuff. That'll be on shelves this fall. But the question is, will we all be willing to pay more for toys? Based on recent trends, it looks like the answer to that question is yes. Toy sales are better than ever, and they're expected to remain strong through the end of the year. But you're the one buying toys, so you tell me. Let me know by leaving a comment below. And if you want to know more about the news events that are impacting our world, subscribe to the channel for more videos like this one. See you next time.